Today on the channel, we unbox Mattel Elite Series 91 with bonus rankings at the end. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for an Elite 91 unboxing and review. And what you gonna do, brother, when Hulk Hogan comes to the table to be unboxed? Say what you want about Hulk Hogan. The guy moves units. The guy has been a part of wrestling since the early 80s. A lot of people of my age, this is their guy. We all know he did lose to Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6. We'll never forget. Warrior just crushed his soul once and all and forever. And I'm an Ultimate Warrior guy, as you guys all know. But I respect the Hulk Hogan, and I do enjoy getting Hulk Hogan figures. It's funny is Hulk Hogan was never at the top of my favorite list, but in all these years later, you know, this Elite 91 set, for example, you get a lot of current guys, of course. It's fun to get legends like RVD and Hulk Hogan, guys from my prime, if that counts, if that makes sense. But Hulk Hogan Elite 91, it looks like they spent a lot of money on the accessories in this one. This is going to be probably the most popular figure. Maybe RVD. We'll see what happens. We'll see how the fan base shifts, but I think this one might be one of the hardest ones to get at retail because just your average wrestling figure, your average Joe out there might pick up a Hulk Hogan just for the heck of it. So it'll be interesting. But Hulk Hogan return to the traditional Elite line, and we talk about it a lot. Usually the Hulk Hogans of the world are saved for ringside collectible exclusives or a Walmart or Target toy line exclusives. They're usually not in the traditional Elite lineups. Why is that? We talk about it all the time. It's business 101. When Mattel is selling to Target, they're wanting shelf space. They say, hey, guess what? You give me this shelf space for my basics, Elites, Wreckin', whatever it is. I'm going to give you a Hulk Hogan that only your Walmart customers can get, your Target customers, whatever it may be. I'm going to give you that, and that definitely resonates with that Walmart buyer. So then that's why you see a lot of the big heavy hitters, the legends, the Target Legend line, for example. You see stuff like that because it moves the needle at retail. It is a business at the end of the day, and a lot of us, I think, forget it is the toy business. So that's why that happens. But then you do see Hulksters. You see Ric Flair. We got Ric Flair, I believe, in Elite 92. What do you notice about some of these Flair, the Flair one, Elite 92, the Hulkster in Elite 91? What is different than some of the other ones? Well, it's not their most iconic look. Ric Flair in a WCW t-shirt, when you think Ric Flair, you think a big robe. You think stuff like the Ultimate Editions. You think things like that. Hulk Hogan, you think of his 80s prime. You don't really think of his 2002 to 2005 WWE run as prime Hulk Hogan. So that is why you get some of those guys in these lines. There's a little bit of back and forth between all that and some murky waters from time to time. But in a nutshell, that's kind of how it shakes out. But Hulk Hogan, I'm here for it, and we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. See where it goes from there. So there's the old Hulkster, old Big Terry right there. Hulk Hogan down at the bottom. You got a big glamour shot. Love the boas on him. Very superstar Billy Graham inspired. I loved it when he started doing that. WWE Elite 91. Hulkster, he's got a shirt. He's got boas. He's got a belt. He's got glasses. He's got a do-rag. He's loaded for bear, brother. He's ready to go. There he is on the side. Looking only like the Hulkster could look. Hulk Hogan Elite Collection Series 91. And, of course, on the back of the package, Elite. There it is. Down below, you see the big cross-sell going on. You got the Hulkster, you got RVD, you got Austin Theory, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Bianca, Belair, and we're unboxing all of them on the channel this week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. You won't want to miss an unboxing of Elite 91, and then, of course, the end of the week, we're going to put them all together. We're going to rank them from my least favorite to my favorite in Elite 91. We got the blurbs, we got all that fun stuff. Let's see what it says about the Hulkster. Venice Beach, California is where the man is from. 6'7", 302 pounds. That finishing move, the leg drop. Career highlights, WWE Champion and World Tag Team Champion. Oh, yes. So it's kind of almost like Jack's Classic Superstars inspired on the back here as they put World Tag Team Champion. I don't know if you would say that's one of his biggest accomplishments, career highlights, but for the time frame of this, I guess it would count. And, of course, we all know Edge was his tag team partner during this time. And correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the upcoming Legends exclusive, Target exclusive Edge, I think one of those gears goes along with this Hogan when they were tag team champions, so you can have that on your shelf. At SummerSlam 2005, the power of Hulkamania bounced Shawn Michaels around the ring, proving who really is the greatest icon of all time. So there it is. And speaking of that match, how about Jack's Classic Superstars, represented as a ringside exclusive 1 of 3,000, HBK, Hulk Hogan representing that match right there. So we got that going on right there on the side. So very, very cool to get this updated in figure form. Say what you want about Jakks. We talk about it a lot. Some people dog on it. But you're going all the way back to like 2005. 16, 17 years of technology has brought us to this. So it's very easy to dog on Jakks figures in 2022 eyes. But going back in time, revolutionary figures. All right, let's get the Hulkster out of the package. Got that red background that we've seen before, WWE. There it is. I got something in here. Oh, I thought I heard something. See you later. There it goes. Little plastic prison, man. The Hulkster. 2 extra sets of hands. Polly Pocket style shirt. Glasses, do-rag, belt. He's loaded for bear, brother. Got the old scissors. You're going to have to bust him out of the plastic prison as he is locked in. He is locked in a few spots. Always the leg, the shirt. How about the head? Looking it over. We're all good to go. Let's pull it out. Let's get it out of here. Got hands. The Hulkster, he's ready to go as well as we have the beautiful fist. You got to have fists with the Hulkster. I always loved Hulk Hogan's fist. Say what you want about Hulkster. Like I said, not my favorite wrestler of all time, but I did love his big fist. When he would just boom and the crowd would hit it. Always awesome. The best fist in the wrestling business, though, for me, will always be Jerry the King Lawler and Eric Embry. And, of course, Eric Embry going around Jerry Lawler. And a lot of you guys don't know Eric Embry, I'm sure. But just, I always loved their punches. Always thought they were very believable. A lot of good punchers in the game. See you later. There it goes. All right, let's get down to the brass tacks with this Hulkster figure. Let's take all this stuff off. Let's start with just plain Jane Hulkster. Now, he doesn't have that deep tan going on. That's kind of weird. It's like they're going all back and forth on these tans. You get some that are really tan, some that are a little lighter. Luckily, no issues on the legs. I'm here for that. Paint issues, I don't see anything. I'm very pleased with that. That's very nice. You got kind of the red and yellow going on, the splatter paint gear. Always like the boots with his face here and then the fire going on. Very mid-2000s, very mid-2000s with the flames. He does have his knee brace. As we know, Hulkster had all kinds of knee problems for a lot of years, especially during this time frame. Wearing the knee brace, very iconic for the Hulkster. He's got the patented Hulkster bald spot, a little bit of painted on there, and then the rest is molded. Like I said, he does come with 2 fists. You can do the hulking up. Beautiful. You need fists with the Hulkster. I'm glad we got that. Once again, pinless joints. We're seeing a theme. Beautiful pinless joints in the arms up here. Hopefully we get them down to the legs one day. I got to think that'll come. But if I had to choose a spot, I'd rather have the torso and arms and all that kind of stuff. The top half be pinless joints. That's how I prefer it. But very, very good looking Hulkster right here. Very good for the time. Very good. Very good pictures on the boots too. Very nice quality there. Now this is the first time we've ever got this, is the double boa. Now we've seen single boas with the Hulk Hogan Ultimate Edition. We saw it with the Velveteen Dream going way back to his basic and elite figure. I think we saw boas, but we've never seen them connected like this. You could theoretically pull these apart, but I wouldn't do it. Why would you? Keep them together, glued together. They fit pretty good on him, is how I saw him in the package at least. Fit pretty good, yeah. Hulkster really going for the superstar Billy Graham at the end of his career. Getting some bright colors going on, getting the tights, really reinventing himself, which Hulkster didn't seem outside of the NWO as a guy to really reinvent himself, but he really did. If you look really deep, he was trying to hop on the fashion board and stuff like the Flames here. Flames were hot in 2005. Hulkster incorporating it into his gear. Then you get his headband here, his do-rag, if you will, Hulkamania. So it's a good do-rag, but man, it looks a little strange. It almost looks like the A doesn't, like did the A fall off in the decal put on there? I don't know what happened. Maybe it's like that. It's not like that in the shirt though, is it? No, it's not. So I don't know what's going on with that do-rag. That's a little suspect. I mean, it's a minor flaw and you would miss it unless you looked, but that A just looks a little strange. But that could be the way it's supposed to be. But that does kind of catch my eye a little bit, so a little strange. Then we get his Polly Pocket. I guess it's not even Polly Pocket, it doesn't connect, but it's just a straight up shirt. It's tore in the front. I would have preferred soft goods. I may even, it's been a long time since I've ordered soft goods from a third-party company. I might place an order here in a while. I need to look through who would benefit, and usually it's basics that benefit the most from a soft goods shirt. Really makes that basic elite, as one might say, as I've said in the past. But I might get a soft goods shirt for this Hulkster. I don't know if I like this. We'll see in the glamour shots. I'll put this on. We'll see what it looks like, but I may pick up a soft goods version for this one. And then we get his Hollywood weight belt. A lot of accessories with this Hulkster. I'm fine with it. A lot of accessories going on here. You got his weight belt. You can put this on him. This actually clamps together much better than the title belts. Sometimes those things just fight you like crazy. This clamps right together. So you can use this. He could use it as a weapon. He could be whipping people. Why did he not get DQ'd? He was whipping people for a lot of years in the NWO, then this time frame as well. Why was he not disqualified? I don't know what. It's Hulk Hogan bias is what it is. Bobby Heenan was right all those years ago. But I like this Hollywood belt. Very, very solid. I like it a whole lot. Hand-wise, you got a lot of hands with Hulkster. The 2 fists on him, of course. 2 C-grip hands. I'm fine with that. And then, of course, you get the long-fingered hands. The old ricochet hands, as I call them. But you got to have these with the Hulkster. You got to be able to give him one of those. You got to be able to give him one of those with one of these. You got to be able to do your Hulkster however you please. And some people want to put him like this. Some want to put him like this. I mean, there's different ways to pose your Hulk Hogan. You need a little bit for everybody, and that's what Mattel gives us with the hands. So fabulous accessories on this one. Fabulous figure. Then you get down to the glasses. The old red and black. We've seen white and black glasses, but he's got red and black during this time frame. These don't really peg in or stay on. They kind of got to have the benefit of the nose to really hold him, and I guess yeah, okay, that makes sense. The do-rag really kind of holds him in place a little bit. A little bit, not a ton, but it's all right. But it's the Hulkster. I almost think he looks better without the glasses, if you can believe that. But I love it. I appreciate it, because if the glasses weren't here, you know what? People would be complaining and say, well, where's the Hulkster's glasses? We need the glasses. But I'm here for this one. This looks really good. Like I said, we got the Jax one back in the day. We got a few other ones. We got a WrestleMania pack with Randy Orton. We got this single release as well. Very similar styled Hulk Hogan to this one. Jax, say what you want. I love me some Jax, as you guys know. I know some people don't. But a fabulous figure back in 2005 or whatever it was when this Hulkster came out. You got to remember your past. You just have to in the wrestling figure game. That's where I sit. And as you guys know, I sit right here. But Hulk Hogan, definitely going to be at the top of the list. I'm going to have some hard decisions at the end of the week when we rank all this. So make sure you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite Series 91 unboxing and review. And today, I'm excited. We've got the long-awaited return, at least by me. It seems like it's been an eternity since we've had this guy in the Mattel Elite line. And here in Elite 91, we've got my boy, Sami Zayn. Yes, Sami Zayn. Boy, I don't know when the last Elite was. I know, gosh, was it like 58, 57, 63, somewhere like that. It's been a long time. I remember his old Elite that was deep, deep clearance on ringside for an eternity, and I think his sales weren't that great, so hey, they put him to the side. No basics, no Elites, and really is kind of sad is he has been a pretty big part of WWE TV over the last few years, and I was especially happy they gave him his kind of Fidel Castro outfit is what I always think of when I see this. Just really cool, this Sami Zayn, and like I said, a favorite of mine. We'll compare it to a Sami Zayn Elite. My favorite Sami Zayn Elite outside of this one, we'll see, this one might take a spot. But I remember I was at a WWE show one time, I think it was a Raw episode, and he was going to be in the dark match main event against somebody, and they sent him out, and he was in the ring for like 20 minutes, and they just kept playing his music over and over. It would stop, and then they play it again, and it was like some big old rib, but like literally for 20 minutes, they did that to him, which is pretty funny. He just started dancing around the ring, and he basically danced for 20 minutes in the ring. That's all he did. So very interesting times. But Sami Zayn, I'm here for it, and we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. So let's take a look at old Sami Zayn. There he is in the Elite 91 packaging. Got a glamour shot down below. You got his name right there. I will say, I've talked about it in a lot of these reviews, the packaging is a little more brittle, more easily damaged. And we saw right here the Sammy award fell out of the package, fell down to his feet because it's so brittle. You can just kind of move things around with a little pushing and shoving. Accessories are going to get knocked out, and that's what I got going on there. So we'll have to dig that out from his feet. WWE logo, Elite 91, Sammy, looking only like Sammy could look if he was cosplaying as Fidel Castro. There he is on the side, cool glamour shot. On the other side, you got Elite Series 91, Sami Zayn, Certified Authentic, the Elite logo, and there it is. We got the tail of the tape, we got the glamour shot, we got the blur, we got the cross-sell, Hulkster, we got RVD, we got Sammy, we got Kevin, we got Austin Theory, we got Bianca Belair. Of course, we're reviewing them all on the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Then at the end of the week, we're going to list them from my favorite to my least favorite. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's see what it says about old Sami Zayn from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Cold this time of year. 6'1", 212 pounds. Finisher, Haluva Kick. Always love the name for that one. Career highlights, Intercontinental Champion, NXT Champion, and I've been following him since his Ring of Honor days, of course, as a lot of you guys probably have as well. How could Sami Zayn lose the Sammy Award for Superstar of the Year to Big E? It's part of the ongoing conspiracy against Sami Zayn. And like I said, I'm a big Sami Zayn guy, so I like this one. Some people hate him, some people like him. Some people are probably in the middle. It's usually the way it goes. There it is. See you later. Get out of here. There's that Sammy Award. Pull that out. There's old Sami Zayn in the package, looking only like he could look. I like it. I'm here for it. Let's see what's going on. Let's pull him out. Maybe. Holy cow. Got the hat stuck in there. Oh, we got two fisted hands. He comes ready to throw down. He's got two fists on him, ready to go. See you later. Get out of here. We got the two C-clamp hands. I think that's the best of both worlds. You get the two C-clamps, and you get the fisted hands. You're ready to party. So we got that right there. Then we get the Sammy Award, which it's similar to the Slammy, but different. It looks like it's like on a can of beans. It's just a black can. And then you got just a generic figure. Whereas we do know it was Elite 62. What was his last Elite? Maybe that is it. I'll look it up after this, but we all know. But it was one of his last Elites is what was actually used. I think he spray painted it like gold or silver and put it on there. I thought it was pretty funny. But we do have that. Good representation. We like to have that. Then we get down to the Sammy figure. Oh, I don't like that. We got a loose leg going on. That's always unfortunate. What do we got going on here? We got some weird like glue residue or something going on there. But yeah, that is very, very loose. Quality issues. We've had a lot of paint issues in Elite Series 91. And I'm a little worried this leg might just like break off on me. Just fall off. Very, very strange. Okay, but Sami Zayn, how are we looking in the face? It's true effects. It looks a little strange, especially in the mouth. It's like they missed some color on the lips. It almost looks like he's got a teeth guard, a mouth guard in, or he's wearing like dentures or something. So that is strange. Gosh, this loose leg is really going to drive me nuts. What are we doing here? That's just driving me crazy. Man, it takes the figure down a little bit for me, of course. There's no Velcro on his coat, but it is a nice soft goods jacket. I'm glad they went the soft goods route on this one. Very good. It does have a hoodie with it as well, if you want to put that up. Of course, he does have his hat, a nice camo hat that looks perfect on him. Great army builder figure if you're looking for some like guards or something you want to pop different heads on. That's maybe not a bad idea. Gosh, his legs though, man, that is just depressing. Look at this. It's so loose you can just move his whole torso with him. I would love to hear if you have this, if you have that same issues. Man, that's just my luck is what that is. I got two fists going on. You got pinless joints on this one as well. So we always love pinless joints. Sami Zayn, of course, his first pinless joint figure. A good hair on Sammy. I like that. The beard looks good. A little mismatched in colors, but I think that's how it really is in real life. The eyes are okay. There's just a little bit of bleeding on the side, but the mouth is very strange. It's like he's biting his tongue, or he's got dentures in, or like I said, a mouth guard or something. But very plain figure, very olive drab in the pants. I mean, this is what he wears. Not the most toyetic for a little kid, but somebody like me that likes Sami Zayn, I'm going to like this, of course. I like the white trim on the black boots. Of course, the white down there, giving it a little pop of different colors. But a good figure in looks, but a little bit bad in execution, as we're seeing with the unfortunate frog-like legs. Man, that really bums me out. I really don't want to buy another one, but I really want to get a good tight joint Sami Zayn. So I might have to play a little of that long game. Hopefully I can find a clearance down the road. I don't know. Just, yeah, very disappointing. Very disappointing when that happens. We got another Sami Zayn, like I was saying. This is, I think, my favorite Sami Zayn. Wasn't this like a then, now, forever exclusive to Walmart back in the day? I think this was what this was. I always liked it when he kind of had the newspaper boy hat on. Nice soft goods on this one. Just a very good ska interpretation of his time rocking out to ska. You know, he was listening to the Specials or Real Big Fish or, you know, the Aquabats, Rancid maybe, depending how you sit with that one. But I'm here for it. I'm a little bit of a ska guy myself, as you guys are fully aware. But I love it. More Sami Zayn's the better. It's good to see him back in the Elite lineup. We talked about it in other videos for Elite Series 91. With the talent roster depleted for WWE, guys like Sami Zayn might get a little renaissance in the action figure game. Instead of getting a figure every couple of years, he might be at a yearly basis. We might get a basic of him fairly soon as well. They got to do something, and he's got name value where a lot of the new stars do not quite have that name value yet. So they got to lean on somebody like a Sami Zayn to get them where they want to be at Mattel and the WWE in the action figure game. But I like this one. Of course, the issues I talked about. Between the two, I don't know, it's a toss-up really, but really disappointing on some of the factory defects on this, some of the paint issues on some of the other figures in the set. So it's a little bit sad times on that. I hope that gets figured out. It was at the beginning of COVID, when COVID was just started hitting, we saw a lot of paint issues, a lot of quality issues from Mattel. So bad I had one set, I forget, it was that set with R-Truth, I think. The entire set, I had to reach out to Mattel as I had issues with every single figure. They made it right, kind of. They just sent me random figures that I already had, which didn't really do anything. But I hope we're not getting back to those. We know the Omnicron or whatever it's called, there's some of those issues going around. I hope that's not, some of this issues was this, or I just got some bad luck. Hopefully that's the case, but you guys can help me out. Tell me in the comments, do you have some paint issues with 91? Do you have issues with your Sami Zayn, especially on the leg and the face department? Let me know in the comments down below. The channel for another Mattel Elite Series 91 unboxing and review, as today we've got Kevin Owens making his triumphant return to the Mattel Elite lineup. I don't believe we've seen Kevin Owens since Elite Series 80, a little bit over a year ago, maybe a year and 3 months ago, if that, something in that ballpark. But it's been a while since we've seen Kevin Owens, and he was a character for a while. We were getting on a pretty quick, constant clip, I would say, a lot like the Seth Rollinses and Roman Reigns. Kevin Owens was kind of in that air, and as we recently have found out, Kevin Owens has re-signed with the WWE, so I got to think he's got a pretty bright future in the WWE Mattel lineups coming at us in 2022, 2023, and beyond. And we've talked about it in some of the other Elite 91 unboxing videos. With the WWE cutting a lot of talent, established stars like Kevin Owens, I think they are going to move to the front of the Mattel list, so I expect a lot more Kevin Owens here in the near future. And of course, in this video at the very end, we'll compare him to the Elite 80 counterpart, so stay tuned for that. But you know what we're going to do. First, we got to do it like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. So we got this newish packaging, of course, on the Elites that we know about. Kevin Owens down below, glamour shot. He does come with a ladder. Comes with some extra hands. Got the Elite logo at the top on Elite Series 91. Big WWE logo right there. On the side, there's old Kevin Owens, looking only like Kevin Owens could look in Elite Series 91. And you get Kevin Owens on this side, True Effects, Series 91, Certified Authentic, Elite, all the fun stuff. On the back, we got the Elite at the top. You got his name. You got a little tail of the tape. We got a blurb. We got the cross-sell, Hogan, RVD, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Austin Theory, and Bianca Belair. Of course, we're going to rank them at the end of the week, so make sure you stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, hit the old notification bell. You'll want to see how we rank out Elite Series 91 at the end of the week. So let's see what it says by our old pal, Kevin Owens. From Maryville, Quebec, Canada. Cold this time of year. Cold. 6 feet tall, 266 pounds. Finishing move, the Stunner. Career highlights, Universal Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion. The Prize Fighter challenged Roman Reigns to a last man standing match for the Universal Championship at Royal Rumble 2021. Why did they call him the Prize Fighter again? I don't remember that. I don't remember him being a prize fighter back in the day before his wrestling career. That's kind of a weird title to give somebody that wasn't really a prize fighter, unless I'm missing something. Oh, he comes with handcuffs like a young big boss man as well. There's that WWE logo in the back. See you later. Get out of here. There it is. Got a little plastic prison action going on. Oh boy. Let's dive in. There he is, plastic prison. Always love to get ladders and effects. This is one of those things when you're a little kid and you're looking through the pegs and you want a new wrestling figure. This time, you might not be the biggest Kevin Owens fan in the world. Maybe you like him. Maybe you respect him. You like Kevin Owens, but then you see this ladder, you're like, oh, hold on. Hold the phone. Stop the clock, if you will. I think I need to get this because Kevin Owens is all right, but I need a ladder in my figure fed. And that's how young kids like mine used to work back in the day. I'd pick up a guy I didn't maybe like the most, but I'd have a cool accessory with him. Man, moves him to the top of the list. Maybe that's how they feel about Kevin Owens. I'm not exactly sure. Get some hands out here. What are we doing? You're buckled in. There it is. See you later. Get out of here. All right, first off, let's take a look at this ladder, and I think this is my first time around the sun with this exact ladder. I believe, did somebody say this was part of like the wrecking line or something like that, this ladder? I don't remember one that had a nice break to it like this, but that is pretty cool. We've had traditional ladders going all the way back to the Jakks days. Love the ladders, loved them to display with, loved them to play with, all that kind of stuff. But as we see a lot, we get this thing set up on the apron and the guardrail, and we see guys breaking through. This is really cool in figure form. If you're trying to add some realisms, add stuff that really happens in matches, I think this is really cool. And it also works as a traditional ladder, so it's really good. It doesn't break on you, stuff like that. So I do like that gimmickiness to this ladder. I think that is a nice touch. Of course, Kevin Owens knows all about ladders, but I'm here for it. Very cool accessory. Then you get the handcuffs. Once again, get the most out of your molds. These have been reused before. We've seen these with the Big Boss Man in Elite Series 90 most recently. So we're getting a little handcuff overload, but always good to have extra handcuffs. You never know when you need to reenact the Mountie versus Big Boss Man at SummerSlam or Mick Foley versus The Rock at Royal Rumble. You can always have some cuffs to do that. Now, I'm guessing, I don't remember back to 2021 Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens. Like I say, I watch everything, but a lot of times, you know what I'm doing while I'm watching wrestling? I'm editing videos, I'm doing work, I'm putting sales together, I'm putting performance things, I'm doing something else. It's usually on in the background for the most part. Some different circumstances, but I gotta say WWE in the last year, it's been just kind of in the background while I've been working on other things. I'm not glued to the TV like we are sometimes with AEW, to be honest. But maybe in that match, handcuffs were involved. I'm guessing that is the reason. So there you go. But handcuffs, always cool to have. 2 extra hands with him. I was a little aghast at first. I said, do we have no fists with Kevin Owens? Is there no fists with this figure? But luckily, they put 2 fists on him. He's got 2 fists of fury right out of the package. He's ready to go. He's ready to win the title in your Fig Fed. He's ready to throw down at a moment's notice. But you got to have some extra hands with him, and that's exactly what we got. We got 2 hand-holding C-clamp hands, I always call them. We got those with Kevin Owens, so that's just fine, because the fists are here. I think you got to mix it. You got to have 1 regular hand, 1 fisted hand. That's how I'm going to sit. But he is a prize fighter. I've just found this out recently, so who knows. All right, Kevin Owens. Boy, it's been a while since we've had a Kevin Owens, like I said earlier. So this is a pretty good one. I really do like black and blue together. So he's got the blue accents on the boots, blue on the shirt. Stun the world, fight, fight. I don't know how I feel about him having the Stone Cold Stunner. It's just kind of like somebody doing the Ultimate Warrior's finishing move. You give him the old shoulder tackle and the old big splash. It just doesn't feel right. Hulk Hogan's leg drop doesn't really feel right. Ric Flair's figure 4 really doesn't feel right, even though that was long used by other guys. Dusty Rhodes used it as a finisher, but there's just some finishers in the game that just doesn't feel like should be used. And Stone Cold Stunner is one. I don't know, but I know he got permission, I think was the story and everything, and it kind of works for him more than some other people, but I would still not do it. It's every time he does it, people are just going to compare him to Stone Cold, and you don't want that. You don't want to be compared to Stone Cold all the time. Oh, he's stealing Stone Cold's move. Oh, he's stealing Stone Cold. Try to be your own person is what I'm getting at, but who am I? I don't wrestle for a living. But I do like the shirt on here. Got the bigger torsoed Kevin Owens. Of course, the shirt is not removable, like all the other Kevin Owens figures out there. We got KO on the back of the shirt. It'd be interesting if they ever made him with a soft good shirt. I mean, they always do these plastic ones. What would a soft good look like? I don't know if Mattel has tinkered around with that idea. Maybe that'll be a future Kevin Owens. One thing about this Kevin Owens is we've seen the last couple of years, Kevin Owens has been spending a lot of time at the tattoo shop. I think he's bored some days on his off days and says, I'm going to stroll down to the old tattoo shop. And he's been getting a lot of ink going on. A lot of black and white ink. I don't think he has any colored ink. I could be wrong. I'm no expert on his tattoos. I always see that dinosaur tattoo, and I was like, what has he got that tattoo of that dinosaur for? I guess he's got a little bit of red in here, but I feel like maybe there is more. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly on his tattoo. I'm by no means an expert on that. I do got a little scuffage on the S and the T and Stun the World, some little scrape off of the paint, which we've seen these before. These are real bad if you ever try to buy these loose in lots that kids played with, so this is all scraped off a lot of the time. Even scraped off a little bit here, which is unfortunate. He's got the fight down there on the thighs. We do have pinless joints again, so pinless joints are all the rage, as you guys know, especially with me. They're continuing it here with Kevin Owens. This will be his first figure with pinless joints. 2 fisted hands, got the knuckle tattoos as well. Always appreciate the knuckle tattoos. That means you're committed when you put tattoos on your knuckles, you know. Head sculpt, very good, true effects. It definitely looks like Kevin Owens. It's an updated look of Kevin Owens. I got nothing against this, so I think that is a pretty good head sculpt. Looks very even. Maybe the left eye is just a little wonky, but you really can't tell. A very good one, where we've seen things go real south with like Bret Hart and Trish Stratus. Kevin looks pretty good here. The bottom, all black, very plain Jane, for a lack of a better term. We do got a ringside stand here. I'm sure he fits on that. Of course he does. They're made for him. But not bad. Not bad for a return to the line. Here's our last Kevin Owens figure. How much reuse we got here going on? Obviously, the pinless joints are different. We got a little green color in that tattoo I missed. Very, very similar. It is actually the exact same head sculpt, just painted a little differently, a little darker in the beard. The pants are the exact same. The boots are the same. Getting the most out of your molds, reuse City, but there'd been enough time without a KO figure where it's time to put him back out there in the lineup, and that's exactly what they did. If you have this one, it depends. How big of a Kevin Owens fan are you? If you got a budget and you say, I don't know if I really need this one, well, you got to look at this. Do you like the new coloring? Do you like the extra tattoos? Do you like the pinless joints? That's what brings this one to the next level. And then throwing in a pretty cool ladder accessory. There's enough meat on the bone here for me. I'm not sure for the average Joe out there. You guys can tell me in the comments what you think, but I'm here for it. I don't think it's going to be my top one of Elite 91, but stay tuned for the end of the week when we rank this set. But let me know in the comments what you think about Elite Series 91 Kevin Owens. You here for it? You going to pass? Anything I missed, let me know. And of course, like, welcome everyone, Kyle here. Welcome back to the channel for another Mattel WWE Elite unboxing and review, as today we start looking at Elite Series 91 Austin Theory. First time in the Elite line, and of course, we'll do a little comparison at the end of the video. We'll put him with his basic figure that we got earlier in 2021. But today we're looking at his Elite figure, and we're going to do this like we do all the other figures on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. So let's look at the packaging first on Austin Theory. Big WWE logo, Elite logo, Elite 91. Got him in the package. He's got extra hands. He's got a glamour shot. He's got his name down below. He's got the mugging face right there. Mean mugging a little bit, or kind of smug. Looking a little smug. Yeah, smug. Elite logo right down there. On the side, Elite 91, Austin Theory, True Effects, all the fun, usual stuff. Certified authentic, of course. And then you get the back of the package, if I can hold on to it. There you go, glamour shot. You got the tail of the tape. You got a little blurb down below, and then you got the cross sell. We're promoting Hogan. We're promoting RVD. Of course, Austin Theory. Of course, Kevin Owens, Bianca, Belair, and Sami Zayn. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Be unboxing all these this week, and we'll rank them at the very end of the week, too. So you want to stay tuned for that. So there it is. There's the back of the package. Let's see what it says about our old friend Austin Theory. From Atlanta, Georgia, 6'1", 220 pounds. Finisher, the old ATL. After helping Johnny Gargano win the North American Championship, the dynamic Austin Theory joined the way. So this one's going to go good in your NXT shelf, as I got to assume, we've talked about it before, as shallow as the roster pool seems to be in WWE these days, and Austin Theory being on Monday Night Raw each week, I got to think in the next 3 sets or so, we're probably going to get another Elite Austin Theory. Let's call it 96. Elite 96, I think we'll see another Austin Theory. We'll see if my verdict comes true or not. Who knows? But he is getting a lot of screen time with Vince McMahon. I don't know where that's going. I'm not sure what that's all about. It's interesting times in the wrestling world, as we all know. So there it is. There's Austin Theory. We've talked in the past how much lighter this packaging is. You can just easily crunch it and smash it. Very easily damaged packaging. Not good for you men on card people out there. You got that red background, WWE. See you later. Get out of here. All right. There he is in the plastic prison. Looking only like Austin Theory could look if he was being unboxed in 2022 in Elite 91 and was a member of the Way. So there it is. Oh, no fist with Austin Theory. That's a little disturbing. What are we doing? We need some fists. You guys know that. There it is. See you later. Oh, off the ceiling. There it goes. All right, what do we got with Austin Theory here? I like it. I like it and I don't like it. So I got some things I like, some things I don't. I like the bluish, the dark blue and yellow coloring throughout. I think that looks really good. He's got, oh man, we got some issues here. What does it say on his butt? Says the Way. It should say the Way, but it looks like it says the Dry. Oh, geez. Kyle can't read. I thought it said the Dry. Theory is what it says. Can you believe I made that mistake? The Dry. Why would it say the Dry? Oh, it says Theory. One thing I do see, which I haven't seen in a long time in Mattel, a little teardrop of yellow paint going down the back of his thigh. That's a little strange. You don't see that very often, but yeah, that really sticks out like a sore thumb. Once again, we got pinless joints on this guy, double jointed as well. Usual articulation outside of that with the thigh swivels, knees, ankle rockers, all that fun stuff, the boot swivel, bicep. One thing I noticed in the promo shots for this when they first announced it, and it stands true today in figure form, his head seems way too big. This almost reminds me of the dying days of Jack's Ruthless Aggression, where somehow the heads got bigger and the body stayed the same. That's how this almost feels. I mean, it almost looks like a big bobblehead. And I don't know if I noticed on TV that he has like a really big head. I haven't really picked up on that, I guess. But this head is very, very big. But he does have that kind of smug look to him like we saw in the package. So it definitely looks like Austin Theory. Very, very interesting. He does have the ricochet hands, I always call them, those big, big hands, which I wish they could just shrink those hands down just a hair. Just a hair would be good. No fisted hands in this one, like I said. He does have the Polly Pocket style jacket going on. You got the big W on the back for the way. You got the W in the front. Very cool. It's going to match that Johnny... Well, I shouldn't say it's going to match that Johnny Gargano, but you'll be able to display him with your Johnny Gargano. How about that? Take this off. Take the old Polly Pocket shirt off. Introduce down to Austin Theory. So he does look a bit gangly to me. And I think... Ooh, geez. Got a little bit of looseness in the elbow, too. So we got some quality control issues on this one a little bit. With that huge, huge head, it makes his arms look very gangly. Very like chimpanzee or monkey in the zoo type, where the hands just kind of go way too long down. And I think that is because of the proportions of the head really throwing this one off. So hopefully they get that fixed in the future. I guess that long hand as well, those long Ricochet fingers. Ricochet was the first guy I noticed it with. So it's always the Ricochet fingers for me. Fingers. It makes it just seem a lot longer. And I bet if I put this one on, let's see. I bet it's going to be the same type deal. It's going to make it just seem really, really long. Come on. Oh, I like it when the hands are tight, though. Yeah, it does. It just makes him seem a lot longer in the arms, those hands. I mean, those hands are extremely, extremely long. And he's got the dry on his butt, of course, like we talked about, or Theory, depending how you read. Choose your own reading adventure. Learn to read with Kyle. But besides that, it's an okay. I mean, it depends where you sit. I sit right here at this table, as you guys all know. But how do you sit on Austin Theory? Are you a big Austin Theory fan? Do you got a lot of high hopes for him? To me, he's kind of middle of the road. He hasn't done anything to really win me over. So it's not like this is the most exciting figure for me, but I'm always excited for a first time in the Elite line, as you guys are fully aware. We do have a basic of Austin Theory using the exact same head, it seems to be. Yes. Gosh, another thing I noticed, he's got a little bit of kind of dirt smudge kind of on his forehead, a little bit paint overspray or something. Hopefully I can clean that off. But yeah, he's definitely got the same head as this basic. The basic looks a little bit more proportionate, though. It's almost like they upsized the head just a hair, but definitely more Elite-style painting on the face on this one compared to the basic. Of course, you need the Elite, but gosh, I don't know. I don't know. It's not a good idea when you're trying to decide which one's better, the basic or the Elite. I guess that probably tells you something a little bit. But for me, I like the basic head better. Just a hair better. Huh. Very interesting times for Austin Theory, as we talked about. I got to think we're going to have more Austin Theories. We're going to get him from his Monday Night Raw look, I'm sure, in the future, near future. But we'll see. What do you guys think? Are you here for this one? Easy pass, clearance, weight? What are you thinking? What are you thinking on Austin Theory? What do you think about the dry? Is it the dry? Do you have any paint quality issues with yours if you've unboxed this one? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite Series unboxing and review. And today we've got Bianca Belair from Elite Series 91. The return to the Elite line, as I believe her last figure was Elite Series 81. Of course, we'll compare that here in the video, so stay tuned for that. But it seems like it's been a while for somebody that's been so predominantly featured in the WWE television in 2021 for almost basically a year. Not getting an Elite figure seems strange, but we did get some basics in between that time. And then Elite 81, I don't know about your guys' area, I should say, but very much a shelf peg warmer in my area. A lot of the Kohl's stores still have a ton of Elite 81s on the shelf. Kohl's department stores, if you guys didn't know, they do carry WWE figures. A little bit of a hot spot every once in a while if you're out there on the hunt. And some of the Walmarts too. So Elite 81 stuck around pretty good. They made that in a pretty large quantities, it seems, more than some of the other sets. We always see that with Elites. So maybe that was one of the reasons they said, hey, that one's going to carry us for a while. And now here we are, 91. It'll be interesting, got to think, going forward, we're going to have a lot more Bianca figures, as of course the WWE's women's division has shrunk down a lot in the last few months, so she doesn't have a lot of competition out there, it seems, but we'll get more figures of her. I think there's no way around it. I'm sure her career is pretty bright. She might even need to wear shades, and I think that's why she comes with them, so there you go. But we're going to do this like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it, and we'll see where it goes from there. So, as usual with these female figures, light as a feather is what this is. This is the lightest packaging I've had in a long time. And there she is right there. She's got her title belt, holding it high, holding it proud. Got extra hands. I thought she came with glasses. Yeah, she comes with glasses. 2 extra sets of hands. A lot going on here, and these earrings are going to be a game changer. We're going to dive into those, see how those are. Big glamour shot. You got her name, WWE logo, Elite Series 91. There she is, smiling for everybody. WWE logo above her head, Elite logo on the bottom. Series 91, Bianca Belair, certified authentic, Elite. And on the back, you got the tail of the tape, you got the blurb, you got the glamour shot, Elite logo at the top, you got her name at the top, then you got the cross-sell down below, Mr. Monday Night, RVD, Hulk Hogan, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, of course, Bianca, and then Austin Theory. And if you guys want to stay tuned, at the end of the week, we're going to rank the entire wave of Elite 91 from my least favorite to my favorite. You guys will have to get your list as well, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let's see what it says about our old pal Bianca. Knoxville, Tennessee, 5'7", finisher, the KOD. Career highlight, Smackdown Women's Champion. The EST of WWE didn't come to the Royal Rumble to play. She came to slay, earning herself a one-way ticket to WrestleMania. And go way back with Bianca from the start of her career back in NXT. Those were the times where my oldest daughter was really into wrestling. She was all in on Bianca. That was her favorite wrestler. I remember we had a couple of different t-shirts she used to wear. We went to a couple of NXT shows. She got to see her. So Bianca, always a special place. And I always remind my daughter, remember when she was like your favorite wrestler and you just absolutely loved her? So we always talk about that every once in a while. But there it is. Let's get her out of the package. I like to go through the top in these new Mattel packaging. I used to go through the side. The top seems very easy to do. Very Star Wars Black Series-esque. See you later. There she is, the old plastic prison. Looking only like she could look, of course. There it is. A lot of accessories with this one. Like I said, 2 extra hands, 2 extra sets of hands, I should say. So you can give her a little bit of personality, depending on what you want to do with her. Pop that out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we're locked in a little. I got my handy scissors right here. There it is, as I try not to cut my fingers off. Always a bad day at the office when you cut your finger off. Uh-oh, she's got another one. Jeez, what are we doing here? What are we doing? We don't want her escaping from anything. A lot of thieves looking for Bianca figures. They love to steal her out of the package. It's the only... Are you kidding me? How many twist tie things do we got going on here? We got another one down at the leg. We don't need anybody stealing her. That's what they're concerned with. Some might say Elite 81 Bianca was the most stolen figure of all time. See you later. Or I just made that up right now. Who knows? All right, let's put the figure to the side, and let's look at what we got here. We got the SmackDown Women's title belt. Very, very strange angle on this one. I don't know if the plastic is warped or what's going on, but boy, that really falls off a cliff fast. I might have to heat this guy up to get him back into shape. I just don't like these title belts either. I kind of miss the old Jax days where you pushed him in. Sometimes these just do not knot in very well and they come breaking off. That always drives me absolutely crazy. There it is, SmackDown Women's title. Is what it is. We've seen it before. Extra hands. We got 2 open hands. Always those girls, they always give them those slapping hands so she can slap somebody if she wants to with those open hands. Then, of course, you got to have fisted hands. Mattel knows what's up. 2 fisted hands for when she's really ready to throw down. You got to have those ready to go at the old go position. And then you got glasses. We've seen her with glasses before. Might as well grab that Elite 81 right now. Getting the most out of your molds. The exact same glasses with a gold trim where the Elite 81 was silver trim. This one is very good with the soft goods. Soft good jacket on this is phenomenal. One of the best female figures we had in a long time. It does have toe articulation on that one. We do not get toe articulation on this one. That is very interesting. So very, very rarely do we get an Elite with toe articulation. We did on the Elite 81 Bianca. This 91, not so much. No toe articulation. So very, very interesting. See, we got the tattoos. We do not, because she has a tape on her forearm here, but we got a little tape right there on her wrist. I can't tell what that says, but she does have that tattoo. And then on the back, she has all of her lipstick tattoos all up and down her back. It's funny is when I first saw those, you know what I thought they were? You know the athletes, they get the suction cup like things to help with injuries. I thought those were all the suction cup marks where she got used. It took me a long time to figure out those were lipsticks. I don't know if anybody else had that issue, but I sure did. But beautiful Royal Rumble, I believe, was the inspired gear for this one. I believe that's what it said. Nice bluish, purplish color. The red lipsticks throughout. Got Slay, got EST, got a little words. Very Batman, pow, kabam type thing going on. throughout. Nice silver and red boots. Like I said, no toe articulation, which surprises me a little bit. She does have pinless joints here, so you guys know I love a pinless joint. It's a game changer for Mattel. That's something that they're doing differently than AEW. I have to think AEW is going to follow suit very soon with pinless joints. We got all the articulation, the double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. No pinless joints on the legs though, just the arms. I should call that out. We talked about the lipstick on the back, and then she does have, I didn't even know, but on her shoulder she has tattoos, and I can't read them either. Maybe I need glasses. I do wear contacts, of course, but maybe my glasses need prescription change. It's very, very small. I'm going to get the old magnifying glass. What I really need is a monocle. A monocle I can wear, and I can just pull it up and stick it in, and then look. That would be something. That would be a game changer. I'll get a monocle, I'll get a cape, I'll get a cane, and man, they'll be calling me Mr. Peanut before you know it. But very cool here. Now, two more things on her head. The head is really good. Very red lipstick as she does wear, so it really does look like her. I gotta say, the hair has always been a game changer. I love that you can move the hair. The hair is pliable. You gotta be careful. I can see a lot of kids breaking the hair off, as you guys can imagine, getting a little too rough with it. But the one game changer on this one, first time the Elite line, is we get removable earrings on this one, which is interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know how removable they are. Okay, they plug in the back. She even has a tattoo on her. She either has a tattoo on her ear or it's paint splash. I'm not sure what it is, but she's got a little bit of tattoo here. But these earrings are removable. You can take them out. As we know, when she gets ready to throw down, she's always, ready. She's always pulling those things off, throwing them down, ready to go. So that is pretty cool to get in figure form. For me, I don't think I need them removable. Maybe kids or somebody that likes to play with them do want those removable. But what I see in the future is a lot of loose versions of this one for sale, missing the earrings. That's what I see with this one. Such small pieces, very easily lost, especially by children. A choking hazard as well. Kids, don't put them in your mouth. But very, very interesting, those earrings. But I like it. It's innovation. It's always fun when we get something totally new in any line, especially the Mattel Elite line. As you guys know, I love my Mattel Elites. I'm sure she's going to fit on a stand. Why would... Uh-oh. Does she not fit? Or is it just user error? It was user error. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. And then you could slide these glasses on her. Sometimes glasses look good, sometimes they look cheesy. I think they look all right, though. They look okay. A little bit big, but that's all right. It's the same ones we saw with Elite 81, as we talked about earlier. Just fabulous. Fabulous. It would be interesting to see how well Bianca sells. Obviously, she is very popular. She is on the rise, a star on the rise. But we know female figures don't always set the world on fire on the retail pegs. It's the sad truth. I'm all for equality. Everybody else is, but... people vote with their wallet, and they vote most of the times that they don't want the female figures. That's just the way it is. You got to call a spade, and that's what we'll see. I don't know if Bianca will have that fate. Time will tell here in a couple of months when they start hitting our Targets, Walmarts, and all the usual suspects. Maybe even Kohl's like the last one. We'll see. But Bianca, not too shabby for a second Elite. I got to think we're going to get a lot more in 2022 and 2023. As I said earlier, I think there's enough here, and she's going to be around long enough. It seems like they've hitched their wagon to her, so I think we'll get some more Elites. Of course, more basics as well from Bianca in 2022. But what do you guys think of Bianca? Are you here for it? Is this an easy pickup? Is it an easy pass? Let me know in the comments down below. Welcome, everyone. Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mattel Elite unboxing and review. And today we've got Mattel Elite Series 91, Mr. Monday Night, Rob Van Dam, one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. Talk about a guy that revolutionized the industry back in the day. ECW, you guys know I wear my love for ECW on my sleeves, and RVD was a game changer in ECW, and I don't need to tell you guys all that. Of course, he then did go to the WWE, and he went to TNA, and he's been all over the place. Not officially retired, but slowed down, I guess, in 2022, which we're in right now. But we're going to do this unboxing review like we do all the others on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We'll see where it goes from there. So I'm excited for this one, as you guys are fully aware. There it is. There's the old packaging, Mr. Monday Night. He comes with a chair. Very good. You can do your Van Terminators with that. A lot of his signature moves always did involve a chair. 2 extra hands with RVD. Loving the packaging posing going on there. Mr. Monday Night, RVD, Rob Van Dam right by my fingers here. Then, of course, you got a nice glamour shot. Just typical Rob look. WWE logo, Elite 91, Elites. I can tell you, though, this packaging's just so brittle compared to the old packaging. Just night and day. I understand it's a cost-cutting move, and Honestly, for somebody like me, I'd prefer my cost cuts to be in the packaging than in the figures, and I think a lot of us would agree on that. But boy, it is easily damaged. It just feels very light, and we've discussed it before, but it feels like it's even lighter than Series 90. I don't know. Maybe I'm just playing tricks with me. Who knows? We got RVD on the side. There he is. Look at that. Look at that beautiful mug on him. RVD Elite Series 91 on the other side. True Effects at the top. Certified Authentic? Yep, it's right there. It's certified authentic. Nobody's going to question it. Warnings, UPCs down below. And then you got the back of the package, the glorious back of the package. Look at that big old glamour shot of RVD. Got his name up top, the Elite logo, a little bit of a tail of the tape, a little bit of blurb going on. Then you got the cross-sell down below. You got the Hulkster, you got RVD, you got Sami Zayn, you got Kevin Owens, you got Bianca Belair, and you got Austin Theory. Of course, we're going to unbox these all this week on the channel, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss an unboxing of Elite 91. We're also at the very end of the week going to rank the entire set from my favorite to my least favorite, which is always interesting. So there it is. Let's see what it says about old Rob Van Dam from Battle Creek, Michigan. 6 feet tall, 235 pounds. Finishing maneuver, of course it's the 5-star Frog Splash. We all know that. Career highlights, WWE Champion, ECW Champion, Intercontinental Champion. Whether stealing the show at Raw, Smackdown, or ECW, everything is cool when you're Rob Van Dam. And boy, truer words never been spoken on the back of a package, I think. We're going to try something different, too. You guys know when I unbox these, I usually go off the side. I decided today I'm going to go off the top, and I think much like Star Wars Black Series where you always go through the bottom, I think in the nude packaging design, the best way to go is through the top on these. That's what I'm seeing. You just pop the top and slide right out. I think that's the way of the future, boys. There it is. Got that red WWE logo in the background. And of course, see you later. All right, a little plastic prison. Looking at RVD, I don't see any paint application issues, which is always interesting on singlets and stuff with a lot of high paint decor. You never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates, some might say. Or Forrest Gump might say. There it is right there, RVD in the plastic prison. Now this chair is a little, I thought it was like really gray, but boy, out of the package, a lot. It's a very different gray color. It doesn't look like your typical chair. I don't know if we've got this whitish gray in the past. Maybe we have. I just don't remember it. It's got the WWE logo on it, but at the end of the day, it is a chair. But it is fitting accessory for Rob Van Dam, of course. Of course, RVD's got extra hands. He does have the thumb hand, you know, the RVD hands. No way you don't display him with those hands. You gotta display him with those hands. I mean, he's made for that. You gotta use those. I guess we appreciate the extra hands with Mattel giving us these extra hands. We appreciate it. See you later. Ooh, that didn't go very far. We appreciate the extra hands, as always. But would I like to fisted hand? You guys know that. We got 2 C-grip hands. We've seen him before. We'll see him again. If you want to hold his chair, he needs these. So I guess that makes sense. But if I had to be really choosy on my hands, I'm taking these hands all day long. These are the hands we needed with this RVD, for sure. So here he is, RVD out of the package. Man, very tight joints on this guy, very tight. What do we got here? Okay, like I said, no paint application issues. I do appreciate that. I actually love that because, yeah, nothing worse than paint problems. And the head looks really good. It's definitely the old version of the way they did the head before the True Effects. Kind of surprising he doesn't have the new True Effects going on, but maybe he was never scanned or whatever. I'm okay with it, though. I like True Effects, but boy, the last few, we've seen some disappointing True Effects in some of the figures we've had recently. Uh-oh, I talked too soon. On the side right there, we got a little paint smudging going on right there in the armpit. I don't know what is up with that. Only on one side, though. But back to the head, it's still a fabulous head sculpt. I do prefer this over True Effects just because it looks so good. And of course, in this video, we're going to do some Rob Van Dam comparisons, so stick around for that. But let's take a look at this one first. The other thing you notice right away is the double jointed elbows. And then on top of that, my favorite, the pinless elbows. Pinless joints on this guy. Beautiful for RVD. That really helps you be able to do the RVD poses with the double jointed elbows. Boy, really stuck. There it is. Had to break a little plastic off. It was a little heavy on the plastic. But that extra articulation is fabulous. Of course, double jointed and pinless. Beautiful for a guy like RVD that, you know, could do Spider-Man-esque poses. He's a guy that can get all over the place. So I like that a whole lot. You got the black paint on the forearms, the black gloves going on. No scratching on the black gloves. A little scratching on his thumb, a little bit black coming through. I always hated that. We've seen that before with other figures. Just one little blemish on his forearm, but the worst is definitely his armpit area for whatever reason. I don't know. Somebody got a little tough with the brush. You get down to the singlet, the beautiful tiger stripes. One of his most iconic outfits he ever wore. And RVD had a lot of really cool outfits. This tiger stripe one, very, very iconic. It's orange, white, and black, of course. Just maybe, I don't know, it needs to be a little bit lighter orange, but that's super nitpicky. It should be just a hair lighter, but it's all right. I don't know if anybody would really ruin the day for anybody. He does have that skull with the yin-yang right there in the front of his chest, just like he had Mr. Pay-Per-View down the sides. Just fabulous. You got RVD on the back. Just beautiful, beautiful. Van Damme on the boots, of course. Got his knee pads going on. Just a solid RVD figure. I'm so happy he's back in the line. I hope we get a lot more RVDs in the future. Boy, wouldn't that be something? We need more legends, I guess, because we all know WWE has released a lot of talent in the last few months. The well is getting a little bit empty for water for figures. They need somebody like RVD to reignite a little bit of extra legends into some of these lines. I hope that is the case in 2022. We'll see how that ends up shaking out. But there's RVD fitting perfectly on this stand. Let's grab another one. We're going all the way back to the Jax days. And you guys know I love Jax. I know a lot of people say, oh, that's so Jax. I hated Jax. Well, it's very easy to say when you look at Jax figures with 2022 eyes. Got to go back, 15, 16 years ago, this was cutting edge for figures. It's very easy to dog on it now. It's like going back in time and dogging on your parents or your grandparents' Lincoln Logs and saying, oh, those are the boringest toys ever. Well, guess what? That was what they had way back when. And this Jax RVD was very cool. Part of the best of ECW line back in the day, for you longtime collectors. Obviously, this Mattel one is better. I mean, no doubt about it. But man, if you love Jax, back in the day, that best of ECW series, especially for an ECW guy like me, that was a game-changing set. Just a fabulous, fabulous set. Happy to get an updated version of this RVD. But this isn't the first time RVD in the Tiger Stripes has come to visit us in figure form. And then, of course, we got to go all the way back to Mattel. The last RVD we got from Mattel. Now, this is the exact same everything, just different paint job is what it looks like. It looks like it's the same. I believe it is, even down to the ponytail. It's the exact same sculpt. So getting the most out of your molds, and in this case, it works. It's been enough time between these two figures. A lot of newer collectors have come in the last couple of years, didn't get this one. This could be their first RVD. Just makes all the sense in the world. Just a fabulous, fabulous figure from RVD. Happy to have this one in Elite 91, and of course, at the end of the week, we're going to rank the set. Gotta think this RVD is going to be at the top of the house. Just somewhere at the top. One or two, I'm guessing. But we'll see. We'll see where it shakes out. It's going to be a close one, I think. But there it is, Mr. Monday Night RVD. All right, it's time to rank Elite Series 91 from my least favorite to my favorite. And Elite Series 91 from Mattel is an interesting line, as all of them are always interesting. There's always something special about them. But Series 91 is, you got some young up-and-comers, you got some modern-day legends, and then you've got some WWE Hall of Famers. So a real mixed bag of everything that Mattel can really offer in the WWE line in Elite 91 is what we're seeing here. So we're going to kick it off. We're going to rank it starting at number 6, work our way to number 1. I'm going to ask you guys, make sure you put yours in order in the comments down below. But number 6 for me, we're going to start off with Austin Theory. Now, yes, we have some paint issues on this one like I talked about. But as a whole, I have the least connection to Austin Theory, so that probably hurts a little bit. I do feel he's a little gangly in the arms, especially with these long fingers. It just makes him look almost like a chimpanzee in the arm department or some kind of monkey. And then the head. The head is way too big, and I think that does hurt the overall appearance of the figure. Interesting Polly Pocket jacket. Soft goods would have been better, but I understand why they do them. Just not a lot there for me, but don't be too scared, don't be too sad, because I got to assume Austin Theory, like I said in the review, we're going to get a lot more Austin Theories, probably even in 2022, as he is in a prime spot on Monday Night Raw as we currently film this video. So there it is, number 6 for me is Austin Theory. Now we go to number 5, and I guess I'm going to go to Kevin Owens. It's pretty close between 5 and 4, but I'll go Kevin Owens. Nothing against Kevin Owens. I like Kevin Owens. Just it feels like when you have one Kevin Owens figure, you really have all of them. There is the updated to the pinless joints, of course. There is the extra tattoo work. A little bit better face color-wise, I think, on this one. But besides that, not a lot going on here. The thing I really liked the most with Kevin Owens was the ladder. I really enjoyed getting that ladder. That's my first time getting one of those breakable ladders. So that was pretty cool, but we're ranking the figures, not the accessories. So for all that, Kevin Owens Owens coming in at number 5. And like I said in his review, I think we'll see more Kevin Owens figures. I don't think there's going to be as long of a gap as there was between the last 2 figures. We'll put it that way. So there's Kevin Owens at number 5. Then we go to number 4. I'm going to go to Bianca Belair. Bianca, very good, very toyetic figure. One of the top female performers in the WWE. A lot of accessories with her. A lot of first time in the line with the earrings, of course. Then you get the glasses. And the hair whip is always fun. Good decor on this one. Get the title belt. There's a lot to like about this one. A ton of difference from Elite 81. If you only want one Bianca, you might be okay with that one. If you're a completist, you definitely need this one. But it's middle of the road. It's a female figure. You guys know I don't gravitate towards female figures the most, but I respect them. I understand their place and I understand their position in Mattel and WWE. This one is pretty good, and so good, in fact, it is number 4 out of Elite 91. I almost said 96, but we'll call it Elite 91. So there it is, number 4, Bianca. Now we're at number 3, and I gotta say, I think a lot of you guys could probably guess my order. We'll see, though. You guys maybe I'll throw you a curveball somewhere, maybe not. Number 3 for me is one I was very excited to see the return of the line. Now, if I don't know if he would have been higher or not, but man, I'm very disappointed in some of the quality issues on this one. Some of the face issues, and then that loose frog-like legs are just absolutely atrocious. Really take away a lot from the figure. But that being said, beautiful soft goods. Cool hat, cool, inspired by Sami Zayn's current character, a guy that hasn't had a figure in a long time, one of my favorite WWE performers. Just a lot of things that I do like about this, even with the quality issues, taking it down a notch. I hate to have to buy another one of these, but I may pick up another Sami Zayn just to get the quality issues and get the legs correct. And I'm not even a guy that plays with them. It's just going to irritate me. I just know it. So there it is. But Sami Zayn, very, very cool figure. Happy to have him back. And much like Kevin Owens, I don't think it'll be as long of a gap in between Sami Zayn figures. But that being said, Sammy doesn't wear a lot of different outfits, so I don't know how you could make this again. I don't know what you would make him in differently. But we'll see. Stranger things have happened. So now we're at the final 2. 2 Hall of Famers. 2 guys that defined generations and defined their federations. We got RVD, of course. We've got Hulk Hogan, and it's close. It's very close to me. But believe it or not, at number 2, I am going for RVD. Yes, RVD, ECW Zone, Tiger Stripe. Some might say his most iconic gear. Happy to have him back in the line. Fabulous pinless joints, extra flexibility for a guy that truly is like Spider-Man, especially back in the day. You get the 2 thumb point. A couple of quality control issues like we saw with the whole line. But RVD, Mr. Monday Night, I'm here for it. I absolutely love Mr. Monday Night, or RVD. One of my all-time favorite performers. Definitely on my Mount Rushmore of ECW. And probably, when all the dust settles, probably my top 10 wrestling figures, or wrestling performers of all time, better said. But he's coming in at number 2, but a very close number 2 to the Hulkster, Hulk Hogan. Like I said, not my favorite. I prefer RVD over Hulk Hogan as far as in my life of enjoying wrestling. But I can't deny this version of Hulkster. A very iconic version of Hulkster to somebody like me. Kind of the tail end of his career, as we know. Beautiful accessories with this one. A lot of different accessories. A lot of bells and whistles to take this one extra. And then it being Hulk Hogan definitely helps. Would have liked to have seen a little bit tanner skin. I don't know what's going on in the back and forth between the tan skin. Hopefully they get that figured out. As we know, Hulk Hogan, he sells, he moves units. We'll probably get a lot more Hulk Hogans in 2022, 2023, and beyond, depending on how everything goes. But a fabulous, fabulous Hulkster. Double pinless joints as well on this one. Just a lot of bells and whistles. I got to think to produce, this was probably the most expensive one in the entire set. But there it is. That's my rankings of Elite 91 from Mattel. What are your rankings? It's always tough to do, but you got to put them in order. So start at your least favorite all the way to your favorite for Elite 91. See how it nets out. You guys tell me it down in the comments down below. And then while you're here, make sure you like the video. You made it this far. Hit the old thumbs up. Hit the old subscription. Hit the notification bell. You don't want to miss a video. As you guys know, we're unboxing everything on the channel, including all the Mattel Elite figures. So don't miss a video. Subscribe to the channel and follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, and of course, Pro Wrestling Tees. Support the channel. Pick up a t-shirt. Search Kyle Peterson. So for Mattel Elite Series 91, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.